Good Monday. Good Monday morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. If you're in New York, it's afternoon. If you're in California, good morning. I hope you're having your coffee. So this is the Coffee Break Show. I'm Vickie Helm, and you are on the Success Secrets for Business, Family, and Life channel. And it's brought to you by the Metadigm Digital Network. And we are so excited that you're with us today. You know, I have a Monday kind of theme where I like to be, this is what's happening in the world. This is what we want to look for. But today I was looking at some of the things I saw this weekend, some of the things I'm seeing. We have an election coming up and there's fever pitch by people and etc. And I was like, wow, there are some people who can talk about politics kindly. They can just say hello and talk about politics kindly. But I will tell you, this week has been, I've seen stuff on TV and stuff in the YouTube and everything else. And I am completely taken aback by how much unkindness there is in the world. Just basic respect and kindness in the world. So that's what we're going to be talking about this. And we're going to be talking about this on the show today. Do you know what it says about you when you're unkind? When you're unkind in the world, do you know what it says about you? Do you know how bad it ruins your reputation or opportunities? People remember unkindness longer than they remember kindness. People remember when you were a jerk, if you're being a jerk, more than they're going to remember that kind thing you did. You're going to stand out for being a jerk in the world if you have that kind of unkindness. Today, we're going to be talking about that. Listen, if you're new to the Coffee Break Show, we go live Monday through Friday, and we talk about tips, tools, techniques. We talk about inspiration and motivation. We talk about the truth. We talk about those things. They're going to help you create thrivability. And I see you guys coming on. I just want to say good morning to everybody. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, Karen, Donnie. Good morning. Yes, I am having my coffee and cream. That's great. That's great for a Monday. Good morning. Making it happen on Monday. I like that. Hashtag making it happen. Thank you very much for being here. Scott, the world has its mean face on right now. You're not kidding. The world has its mean face on right now, but I want to tell you something. Really intelligent people, truly intelligent people are not unkind. They're not mean. They're not bullies. Truly intelligent people have a way of talking and listening that allow for both opinions to be there, both whatever you want to have there. They're not mean or unkind or trying to bully someone. And let me tell you, if you bully someone, I have to tell you, I remember being in college. I was all of somewhere at 19 years old, or somewhere around that, my early 20s, and I was working at a McDonald's, and it was Christmas time, and I worked hard. I went to school full time. Nobody gave me, here, I'll pay for your college. Here's your car. I worked for everything, just like so many of us did back then. And we're in college. I'm working that morning. It's a breakfast shift at a McDonald's, and I open the door, and there's a woman with her daughter and her inside the car. And it was the holiday season. So I opened the door and I leaned out and I said, "Merry Christmas," while I was handing her food. And she screamed back at me, just screamed right in front of her daughter. And her daughter was thrown in shock. And she was like, not everybody celebrates Christmas and not everybody does this. She just screamed really loud in front of me. And there was a knowing, because if she talked that way on the street to me, where I wasn't wearing this, customers always right uniform from McDonald's, it would have been quite a different conversation. And it would have been a quite a different confrontation, because back then I didn't have anybody who screamed at me like that without me setting my boundary first. So I was thrown back because my intention was to wish her a happy day. And that intention to wish her a happy day and a happy holiday season gave her the immediate response to be totally unkind and not see what my real intention was. And we love that as people. Even if we know what someone's intention is, sometimes we like to be negative knowingly negative in order to feel like we have the upper hand, or that we're being unkind to people makes us feel good somehow. I call that negative pleasure. And there's a lot of that on the planet right now, negative pleasure. I'm going to put you down and tell you I think you're stupid. I'm going to put you down for your beliefs. And somewhere inside us, we get this feeling of righteousness. I'm better than you are. I'm more than you are. I'm whatever you are. It's such a lie. It's such a lie when you feel that. When you're unkind, all it tells is intelligent people who are really smart. When you're unkind, it tells everyone else that you don't love yourself, that you really don't have any self-love, because truly people with deep self-love can see your intention. They don't see what you're saying so they can see how to manipulate it. They see your intention. They don't listen to your words. They feel your intention. So if you said, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, all they would have seen, hey, Amber, I see you popped on. An intelligent person, all they see is your heart. And they say, that person was trying to wish me goodwill in whatever form they wanted to wish me goodwill. Intelligence sees the intention of the person talking, whether your intention is to be mean, whether your intention is to be kind, whether your intention is to be funny, when your intention is to be compassionate. They see and notice your intention. That's what intelligent people do. Unintelligent people, and trust me, there's a bunch of people who are they have varying degrees. Scholasticness does not have anything to do with intelligence. There are people who are lawyers and doctors that have really crap self-esteem, and they think that they hide behind their degree. I'm a surgeon, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, and I can treat you any way I want because it makes me feel righteous or better. That's unkindness. And do you know, when intelligent people hear about unkindness, when they see unkind actions, intelligent people know you have no self-esteem. Even the people you think are stupid because they can't read as well as you or do whatever as well as you, the basic point of it is that their humanity is better than yours when you act unkind. When you act unkind to an animal, when you act unkind to a child, when you act unkind to somebody who needs kindness in the moment, when you're withholding information, when you're withholding love, when you're withholding anything from someone that you know they want, you are acting and being in an unkind way. And that happens all over the world. And we need to call that out because it is there. I just want to pop over here. There's so many of you on. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Amber and Donnie and Robin. Amber, I'm going to start here. Hey, guys. She wants to say hello. And this is Anna. I know it is. Good morning, Vickie and everyone. Missed you guys. Missed you too. So glad you're here. Across the media, meanness sells unless it's the last human interest story of the newscast. Yes, and that's interesting right there because it's so unfortunate that we take unkindness and meanness and accelerate that. We now have shows. I mean, I want to tell you, we have a Karen on board our team, and she's lovely. She's wonderful. And Karen would, give you the shirt off her back. She is very kind. But they have these Karens that are like, I'm going to call the police if you don't blah, blah, blah. There's a choice to be mean. That woman, she's selling water without a permit. An 8-year-old girl selling water without a permit. I'm going to call the county or I'm going to do this. All of that is sheer meanness. Because you have no self-esteem. You have no self-love. And the more self-love we have on the planet, the more we love, the more things transform and turn around. And for some reason, there's something out there that is like almost trying to force everybody to be mean. It's like there's some dark force out there trying to get you to act in a way you don't even want to act. That most of the time people are tender. Most of the time they'd rather love and feel safe about loving others, feel safe about being kind to others without being hosed. You know, what's that? You know, no good deed goes unpunished or something like that. Kindness can be just a word, but when you walk through this world, if you are unkind, and really, really, truly intelligent people can see when you're unkind that you are literally just you're literally just have poor self-esteem. Um, I like this right here. Some people have not developed their emotional IQ or may never in this lifetime. That's true. Those who are not aware have not received the true human being status. Now, this is a guy who knows the truth. You can tell by his response that he's already intelligent. It's like some people have not developed their emotional IQ and they may not for their lifetime. Not only that, I think everybody has an emotional blind spot that we don't see that everyone else can see. And sometimes that happens. Thank you, Donnie. That was I really agree with that. Amber says, literally had 2 minutes in between stuff and wanted to pop in and say, hey, sharing the awesomeness and give my love before I run. Thank you so much, Amber. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for doing that for us. Karen says, when you are unkind, it tells everyone you don't love yourself. Yep, truly. Kind people are able to see your intention and your heart. It allows them to see what and why you said what you said. Yes, yes. And here is a big, woo, so many of you talking. Stephen's on. Hey, Stephen, nice to see you, man. I love the negative pleasure. I love that negative pleasure. There is so much of that today. You are so right. You have learned to love the most important person in the world, and that is you. Yes, when you really, truly love yourself, you cease being unkind, just like that. And if you feel even cranky, you can say, I'm not feeling well. I feel kind of cranky right now. And you right away start taking care of the issue, which could be low blood sugar, or maybe you need some space, or maybe you have a stress that you haven't thought about. But you're able to look at you differently. This is really good, Stephen. Thank you. Thank you. I must be intelligent. I am me and I love you. That's right. Ditto. And we always see each other's intention. Here's one of my favorite people. Nice to see you, MJ. Good morning, all from her. Hi, Anna from Karen. Let's see. Yes. So what we see is consumed by negative conflict, meanness, and violence. And we give ourselves to permission to act like the media is acting. Intelligent, truly intelligent people don't do that. They know exactly what Scott knows. They love to show the mean. Why? Because everybody can judge meanness. Everybody can judge that. It's like when you're mindfully aware, all you can read or see is someone else's true intention. No BS. You're not trying to twist their words. You're not trying to make up stories. You're not trying to make fake news. You're not trying to make propaganda. You're actually willing to be in the truth. That's what happens. And the truth is kind. It's gentle. It's loving. If truth becomes meanness, like I'm just telling you the truth because you can't handle the truth, you're not telling the truth. If you true truthfulness, true, essentially authentic truthfulness is kind, period. It's kind. It's gentle. It's when you get to the core of something and you allow the truth to clean it out. And we love to bend the truth, fake the truth, make the unkind. It's really, it's meanness and violence. Thus, I have no TV and rarely watch mainstream media. Me too, that's our house. That is called making karma. And at that point, it is the never-ending story. Yes, my friend, you are absolutely right. To me, being successful means being kind, good-hearted, and genuine. Anna, you have said that right, because it takes a certain type of mindfulness and awareness when you are truly successful, when you are truly intelligent. There is a mindfulness and awareness of the present moment that allows you to see the present moment, not how you can bend it and twist it and manipulate it. That's it. Being successful means being kind, just being kind. Actually, in your beingness, your whole beingness is kind. Once you get rid of your, defenses and everything else, and you get to the core of your heart, and you're willing to be vulnerable and sit in your heart, you'll find that your heart is very tender and it loves to be kind. Your soul is kind. You are that, your beingness in kind. I love that. Thank you, Anna. That was beautiful. I like this. That's good. What a great topic to discuss. Thank you, because it's Monday and we want to have a kind work week. True. Why do they always put the good news at the end of the news? Sensationalism is first. You're right. That's really true. Such a beautiful attitude and approach to life. Thank you. Oh my God, self-love sounds so easy, but it takes awareness, attention, reflection, and work. You know what, Amber? You got that right. You're right there. You have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to be aware. You have to be willing to look at where you're choosing to focus your attention. Are you focusing it on the fake news, the propaganda, the spin, the conspiracy theories? Are you spending hours looking at stuff online and thinking, oh my God, this is fake, this is a scam, or are you over here in your peace? It's just like, Donnie says, are you watering your garden? Are you watering your garden and not watering this garden? That's a choice, people. And when we make that, we become kind in that. We become kind in the way we share something. Let's see right here. Stephen says, when I first started to teach self-love, students looked at me like I was crazy because they thought it was egotistical to love yourself. You know what? That was true back then. That was so, so true. How many of your parents were like, don't say anything about you, don't like yourself, just kind of be where you are, etc. It's so interesting that you said that, Stephen. Thank you. Thank you. I like this. Bam. Yeah. Hit the nail on the head, Amber. MJ says these people are just plain unhappy and angry. Yes. Yes. And they don't see how they think something outside of themselves is making themselves unhappy and angry. And again, a truly intelligent person, emotionally intelligent and scholastically intelligent, when they're truly in balance, that unhappy and angry dissolves. You become when you have true self-love, you become gentle and kind because that's who you actually are. Everyone is gentle and kind underneath the story that they're telling themselves. And that is just the beauty of that. Don, I believe those people have no concept of their power to uplift or to destroy. And that's the big thing. We don't need to destroy kids in order for us to feel more powerful. Good evening, guys, from Kurdistan. I don't know who that is in Kurdistan, but welcome aboard. I'm so glad you're here with us. And I don't know. Somebody tell me, is that who that is from Kurdistan? Thank you. Amber, glad you did. Have a great week. It's Sangar. Thank you. Hey, Sangar, nice to have you back on here. I hope you're well. I hope you're safe in your country right now in Kurdistan. I hope everything's going well for you. Don says, self-awareness is earned. It's the path of self-discovery. A conscious inner decision is made to be present and loving and in the path to being. I am, said Sam, I am. That's right. This is the perfect thing right here. It is a choice. It's a choice that you're going to make, whether you're going to be mean to somebody because it makes you feel better about yourself or gives you a false sense of self-esteem, or you're choosing self-awareness and it's earned. It's a path of self-discovery. A conscious inner decision. It's an inner decision is made to be present and loving. You choose whether you're loving or not. If you're not choosing loving kindness, then you aren't loving kind to yourself. Yes, MJ, I believe negative people are unhappy with their lives. I agree with that. The media aims to be your mentor. Now, that one sentence you should listen to right now. All media, even the stuff you're looking at. The media aims to be your mentor, your guiding light, your brain. We are more than that. Whether you know this or not, sooner or later, we all come to realize it. The media, the advertising, that's not real life. It's not the real world. It's the real world they want to entrap you in so they can tell you where to spend your money. But if you get to the point where you realize the media is trying to be your mentor, you can ask yourself, is the media really the best mentor I can have? Because if it's not the best mentor, you need to get them out. That's really good. Read a book then. Hey, Sangar, great to see you, said Robin. So true, Amber. From Stephen, looking over here. Some of the population is becoming enlightened to recognize that all media is biased. Yes, we must discern the truth from multiple sources. Yes. I know what I love to see. Big, burly, scary looking guys, all tattooed out, holding their babies for the first time. Gentle, loving, and totally soft. Heart on the sleeves. It's awesome to see everyone has kindness and gentleness. Everyone is kindness and gentleness. And if you're not that, there's something out of balance and we need to just move that. MJ says, many of them just need help. I believe that no one is born unkind. You got that right. Every baby learns unkindness. Kindness is naturally in people. They let their circumstances define them and become unhappy and mad at the world. We must not entertain them. We must help them. Yes. Ooh, I love that. Thank you, MJ. This is the key right here. And all I can hear in my head is, all you need is love. From the Beatles. All you need is love. When you are loving the world, when you truly are loving the world, then you're kind. Look at Jesus. Jesus was complete love in the world. He didn't have an unkind bone in his entire body. Not a hair on his head was unkind. Even when he was tired, he was like, no, let the children come hang out with me for a second. That's who we are underneath the lie of the unkind. You know, if Satan is anything, it's the thing that doesn't allow you to love yourself for who you are and know you as the powerful soul that you are. That's what Satan would be. The expectation of not getting you to see and realize your potential. So true, Karen. Biased, as well as we all are as humans. And the truth is somewhere in the middle. I agree with that. People are still saying hi to you, Sangar. They're out there. MJ, Stephen says, so true. People are unhappy and angry. I really try to feed the positive side of life and avoid unhappiness. Love you, MJ. Yes. Way to go, Donald Gifford. Really, I know. Isn't he brilliant? I just absolutely love that man. Robin, that is so true. Too many people are judged by the way they look or believe being different from yourself does mean they are unkind or that you should be unkind to them. That's right. I know that when people are kind, the world just becomes a happier place. Can you imagine? What is their inner turmoil and where does it come from? They're not aware yet. They do not even know, they know not what they do. It is at this point compassion must occur, for their path is self-created and also one of self-discovery. That's really true. When love happens, people are willing to see themselves and truly appreciate themselves. I like this. Unkind people need kindness the most. You got that right. You've got that. Now, and the thing is, kindness doesn't react. Kindness will stop and say, oh, he's having a meltdown. You don't take on and you don't join him. You don't have a meltdown with him. You're just like, oh, here goes the meltdown trigger. I see it now. There it goes. Doesn't mean you have to take the meltdown. It can be like, you know what? I'm going to leave you here with yourself because I can see that you're having a meltdown. And when you come back to center, if you want to talk, I'll be right over there and I'm willing to listen. We don't get beat up and let people beat us up because we're kind. We're aware and kind. Love this discussion so much, you guys. Love too, Stephen. Thank you. I love that. Stephen, wonderful concept. Feed the positive side of life to overcome unhappiness. I get that. That's so true. I love the way you think, Anna. Yeah, me too. She's really rocking cool. Okay, Anna, that is true. Your kindness to unkind people may be the kindness they receive all day. And let me tell you something. A lot of people think the world is cruel. And you know what? If you think the world is cruel, guess what it is? If you think the world is kind and people are kind to you, guess what? They will be. And you will become easily kind. Kindness starts in here with you first. How do you treat yourself? How nice are you to yourself? These are all the things. This is where it starts first. How to be kind here. I like this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jesus is love. And long before the Beatles, my mom would tell me, all you need is love. It's really true. Anybody can feel love. And just like other people can feel hate, like you can see someone who's really hateful. Everybody, when they were growing up, had that mean guy or gal in the neighborhood that hated the kids. And when the ball went in their yard, they were like, that ball's mine now, I'm keeping it. And they knew. They were like, that's grumpy old, Mr. Smith. Grumpy old Mr. Smith. He just, hates every kid and hates everyone. And everyone knows that he's the thorn in the neighborhood. Everyone knows that. You can know that. You know who the jerk is at work, but you also know who's the kindest, nicest person at work, or the kindest, nicest neighbor. And who's going to back up Mr. Jerk? Nobody likes Mr. Jerk. If he needed help, nobody's going to help him. But Mrs. Kind or Mr. Kind, everybody's willing to go help them. Everybody is willing to have your back when you have love. And when you have real love, when you walk in the room, everyone can feel it. They don't know what it is. They don't know how it is. You just go to the party and you walk in the room and they're like drawn to that. What does she have that I want some of that, whatever that is. And the conversation starts and you listen and things happen out of love. But it's simply a choice. Just simply a choice. And that's why I mentioned Jesus, because everybody knows the story of Jesus. And Jesus was he was nothing but love in the world, nothing but kindness and love in the world. And he told people, he was chill when he told them, you're going to deny me thrice. And I was thinking to myself, if somebody was going to stab me in the back, I'd be up in their face going, dude, you think you're going to stab me in the back? That's not going to happen. And Jesus was like, yeah, it was just plain as day. By the time the cock crows, you will have denied me thrice. And the guy is like, I can't believe I would do that. But Jesus could see that dude's self-esteem or lack of self-esteem and knew from his lack of self-esteem that he'd probably, call him out and just say, yeah, I'll give Jesus up. We know that everything is about love. Love is a form of intelligence. It's all knowing. It's all seeing. It's all believing. And we spend so much time out of love, out of that state of being in love, that we lose discernment and become unkind. And that's why we see so much tumultuous today. People have forgotten how to love. And right now they're in that trauma state. Let's see. Vickie Helm, great show. So glad I tuned in. I love you before I met you. My philosophy. Thank you. Thank you. This is a journey of the soul. Yes. The core of who we really are. Yes. And that is love. You got that right. Oh my God. That is so, thank you. I love that I'm going to end the show right here on that. This is the journey of the soul, the core of who we really are. And that is love. Don't ever forget that's who you are. When it comes down to your mind is very negative. It'll join that story of the fake news and propaganda. The journey, this is a journey of soul, the core of you, we really are. And that is love. So let's practice some love, self-love, having love for others, being love out in the world. And I will see you tomorrow for Tuesday topic. That was a coffee break show today. You guys, I love you so much. Mwah! See you guys tomorrow. Bye.